In this video, we're going to take you around and explore Thomas Edison's boyhood home. Do y'all even know where that is?
Have you ever been there? Leave a comment down below.
Come on. Hello and welcome back. If it's your first time here, I'm Scott.
And I'm Ellison.
And we're
Jarhead and Ginger's Journey.
We're full-time RVers. We do destination videos, tips and tricks, and all things RV. If that sounds like something you'd like, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and come along on our journeys. We're here now at Fort Gratiot Lighthouse and Museum. We're going to go in and take a look around the museum and see if we can go up in the lighthouse maybe and get you guys a good view. Let's go.
We found out that there is a guided tour, a walking tour, and we're going to take the next one, and it's in about an hour. So we're going to check out the gift shop here. Come on and check it out with us.
We're walking right by the Gratiot Lighthouse. It's on our left here, guys. And if you look, there's actually access to the beach here at Lake Huron, right at the mouth of the St. Clair River. You can look out there right now, we can anyway, and see some pretty cool sailboats. And I can't believe the color of the water here. What do you think, babe?
It is beautiful. It feels like we're just at a tropical beach right now. It's nice.
It does. The colors here remind me a lot of the color of the water in Okinawa, which is crazy to think that this is a Great Lake up here in Michigan. Pretty chilly, guys. I'd say the water's probably 70, if that maybe, and I'm only in a couple inches of water here. But now I can say I've had my feet in Lake Huron. Can you?
We're getting ready to go on the tour. Y'all come on.
So the fog signal used to be in the corner of the property up here. If you look out this window, and this photo here shows where it was. It was pretty close to the shore. So in 1900 they built this building here to actually move it back so that way it wasn't so close to shore, and also so that the lighthouse keepers didn't have to be out in the elements when they were working on it. After the Industrial Revolution, they went to electric, which you can see in this photo over here. The door in the background of this photo is this door behind me. And this black post right here has this little circle on the ground, so you can kind of see where everything was. $67 feet. Anyway, and then they added the 17 feet in 1862 to make it to its current height of 84 feet. So again, much smarter than me, because how do you do that in 1862? I don't know. But they did. And they said, you know what, we're going to do all of our renovations all at once.
Having a great time on the tour. Look at this. You think they have the top 40 on here? We're in the lighthouse keeper's house right now.
Duplex.
And they have a lot of cool stuff in the kitchen, as you've seen, and we're gonna move on to the next part.
You were asking about the lighting, right? The candles and everything. So this is the hollow candlestick. And this is the outside part of the wick that was weaved, so it didn't burn as fast. So they found it was hollow, didn't burn as fast. So that's what they used.
That's whale.
Yeah, so they would use the whale oil they would soak it in whale oil and then set it on fire, and that's how kind of just like a candle. And that's how it burned.
is the first landing on the way up the lighthouse. Very nice view of the water. The guide says there's 94 steps. So far we've gone up past one of the landings, and we're coming up here now on the second landing.
Good.
And we'll give you a look out the window. Another beautiful view, as is expected to be seeing out of the lighthouse. Well, we made it to the top. This is right outside of the door, the very top of the lighthouse. There's a really cool bridge. Looking obviously right out at the mouth of the river here, the St. Clair River.
Oh, the view is really cool.
And Lake Huron. There we are. There's the top of the lighthouse right there. Pretty cool. Now we're on the other side of the lighthouse looking out over the lake. Hope you can hear me. It's kind of windy on this side of the lighthouse, but look at the beautiful view. There's Allison right down there, sitting in the shadow of the lighthouse.
We just completed the tour of the lighthouse. Our guide was named Lizzie. She was very knowledgeable. And this lighthouse was actually Michigan's oldest lighthouse, and it was built in 1829. That's a long time ago.
It's a long time ago. And although this is the oldest, there was one prior to this, but it collapsed only after 3 years of working. So it worked for 3 years and collapsed. So that was an interesting little fun fact also. I had a pretty good time here, even though I climbed the 90-something stairs to the top and was out of breath. But how about you?
I thought it was good. I wish I could have climbed the stairs, but my feet won't let me. And the tour was $10 a person, and it was about a 45-minute tour, and she answered your questions, and she knows not all the answers, but she knows a lot of the answers.
Yep, I definitely suggest it if you got an hour to kill.
Yes. Hey y'all, we're about to go on a trolley. I don't know if it's very affordable. It's a blue water trolley, and it's going to take us all over Port Huron. Lots of stops we could get off, and but the guy recommended that we stay on for the whole time because there's lots of narration. But it is a whopping, are you ready for this? 10 cents. Got me a pocket full of dimes. We can ride all day.
I guess it literally costs a dime to get on and ride around. I have no idea how long the tour is or what we're going to learn, but we'll bring you along and maybe we'll learn some stuff about Port Huron together.
It's 1 hour. 30 cents. We can do a 3-hour tour.
Right there sitting on the inland seas. So now we're coming in the beautiful Pine Grove Park. For this large area up here, there's a big space. That's where Thomas Edison toilet homestead. They will not allow anything to be built on that land. Right in this big gap right here. 42 trillion gallons of water flow under our bridge on a yearly basis. That's more than what goes over Niagara Falls. Can I help it if I want you?
finished up the trolley tour. There was a lot of information. I didn't have any idea there was so much history in this little town, did you?
No idea. It seems like since it's so far north and everything that it would be, you know, not discovered so early.
Right, yeah. This is Thomas Edison's boyhood, home? Yeah. So that was a really big surprise, but a lot of stuff happened here from like early 1800s on. You're definitely going to have to come and check out the trolley ride if you want to know all the info, because there was just so much we couldn't regurgitate not even half of it.
No, we definitely got our 10 cents worth.
Definitely did.
Now, we didn't get to record a whole lot of it because through the windows it was kind of hard to see some stuff, but there's a lot more than we showed you.
Absolutely is. Let's
go do something else.
Let's go. So we stopped here for lunch at Freighter's Eatery and Tap Room. So far we've got our drinks. I have Norm's IPA, and what did you get?
I got a Diet Pop.
The IPA is very good so far. We've already ordered. I ordered fish and chips.
I ordered a bunless burger. Oh, I forgot to say no bun though. Oops.
We'll let you know how it is once we get it.
Well, the food just came out and I took a bite and then I remembered that we were going to show it to you. So I have the bunless burger with onion straws and bacon and cheese and whiskey, bourbon, barbecue sauce, I think, or I don't know. It's some kind of barbecue sauce. It's really good.
And I also have had a few bites of mine, and I have the fish and chips. It's very good.
What's left to wait for here? My eyes are asleep. I miss you. Bet you're feeling all alone.
Behind me you'll see the Blue Water Bridge. This bridge was built in 1938 and it connects Port Huron, Michigan to Canada, Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. And I read that it's one of the busiest international crossings between Ontario and Michigan. The mouth of the St. Clair River is right over there. That is Lake Huron, just beyond the bridge.
I was by the lake this evening. The days here I come to bleach. Oh, honey, I need you to.
We were getting ready to film an intro to the Thomas Edison Museum and wondered what all the noise was. Well, now we know.
We're getting ready to go inside the Thomas Edison Depot Museum. This was the original train depot for the Grand Trunk Railway, built in 1838? 1858. So let's go inside. Oh, Thomas Edison worked here as a boy, as a teenager. This was, he would work here selling goods on the train to Detroit. This is the front of the museum. Parking is free, and in 2022, all of the museums are free. It is almost right underneath the Blue Water Bridge.
Yeah, he moved here when he was 7 from Milan, Ohio, with his mom, dad, brother, and sister. They're still here at Lakeside Cemetery. Age 12, he got a job riding the train to Detroit every day from this station. That was in 1859. And he sold things to passengers on the way there and on the way back. And because he had an all-day layover in Detroit, the railroad let him have a chemical lab on the train. He did chemistry experiments up there, and he printed a newspaper on the train too. Now that stopped when one day he caught the train on fire just outside Port Huron at Smith's Creek.
We're going to take a quick little poll here. Allison thinks this is funny. I don't think it's very funny. But this plaque right here says, as a child, Edison saw a, what kind of bird?
A hen.
Goose. A goose sitting on a nest. So he then decided he was going to sit on a nest, and his family found him patiently sitting on goose eggs trying to hatch them.
That's That's hilarious, y'all. I can't even talk. It's so funny to me.
Leave us a comment down below if you think that's funny, guys. I really don't think so, but she really thinks it's hilarious.
It's so funny. I am crying, y'all. This is a model of Thomas Alva Edison's boyhood home, and it lay right beside the train tracks. And right after they moved out, the house burned down, but they found relics and were able to reconstruct this model of this house.
We actually saw where it was when we were on the trolley. It's just an open field now. They won't allow anybody to build on it anymore.
Let's break the crushing waves in a boat made of rope.
This will make you not complain about the size of your RV bathroom anymore. Look at this thing, guys. Tiny. It's so small that the door actually hits the sink.
This is an oak tree. A little star shining down on us, wherever we may be.
I never knew that Thomas Edison created the first motion picture studio. This was called the Black Maria, and it's named after the police paddy wagons. They would call those Black Marias, and this kind of looked like one of them. So Thomas Edison invented it with a kinetograph camera, and they put tar paper on the walls to cut distracting reflections, and the track was on a circular track so that the crew could turn it to follow the sun. That is awesome. And they're showing a little movie in there about Thomas Edison. This is the thing I was just talking about. This is the first movie projector, video camera, whatever. So you turn this crank here at the museum to replicate it. If you turn the crank here, it shows the light on the screen, and also there's a little window here on the side where you could watch the movie.
This is 1903, so this phonograph's 119 years old.
Wow.
The record's probably about 1908.
Wow. And those were the records.
Yeah, each record lasts 2
It
minutes.
looks like a toilet paper roll or something, you know?
This is actually a better format than a flat disc because the diameter stays constant. A flat disc, you have less and less room to make the recording as it gets towards the center.
We're gonna stop and have lunch here. And since we're keto again, no dining out today. I didn't see a good place for it. So we have our ice chest backpack here / camera bag and makeup bag and whatever else. So we're gonna have some beef sticks, and I brought me a slice of provolone, and then one of our favorite things to do on the go are these little ham roll-ups. It's ham with cream cheese inside. Come along, have lunch with us. And what a view for our lunch.
Stars shining down on us, wherever you and me.
Now we're here at the Huron Lightship Museum. Apparently this ship has a light on it, like a lighthouse, and it used to go out into the water and use that light to help guide other ships up the river here. It was decommissioned in 1970, and then they parked it here. It's actually on land. It's not in the water anymore. It's on land, but it's right next to St. Clair River. Let's go check it out.
What is a windlass? It says it's a windlass room, and it's full of all this equipment, but I don't know what anything is. Does anybody know what windlass is? I'm gonna have to look that up.
That's the anchor chain. And there's the ship's light on the mast, pretty much right in the middle of the ship. It looks like a Fresnel lens, just like you'd see in a lighthouse. What do you think of the light boat so far?
I think it would have been better if it was guided or had some kind of like information to walk you through. There are signs everywhere, but I don't know. I just don't get it a lot, I guess.